Tink. All right.
As always, they're duds.
I don't think these go. You do it with your mouth, though. What if I light this on fire with the candle?
That could happen. Don't blow the candles out.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa! Whoa! Frisky. Are you ready? You ready to start this thing?
Let's do it.
Because this is all going to be in the video anyway. So.
Okay. Hey! Hi, I'm Scott.
To you.
Hi, I'm Scott from Aristocob.com.
And I'm Seth from Aristocob.com.
And together, the three of us, including you, we are Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Welcome to episode number 100.
Episode 100. Congratulations, Homer.
Thanks.
Yeah. That means at least 100 times we've sat in this place and talked about nonsense.
Wow.
And that means at least 100 times somebody's watched us do it.
Have we had views on every single one of our videos?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, at least one.
So I'm guessing that there are some people out there that have like an autoplay set up and they're just watching and they probably can't reach their computer.
Yeah.
Some invalids.
They've been kidnapped or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
If
this is being used to torture people by the U.S. government, we would be proud of that. So,
just doing our part for waterboarding.
Yeah, so we talked about this a few episodes back, that while we've been on the air, we passed our 2-year anniversary a couple weeks back. We hadn't hit 100 episodes yet. You'd think that would have happened if we were doing an episode every week for 2 times 52, but it didn't work out quite that way for us.
Because we're inconsistent.
That's what I'm saying. And also counting differently because we didn't count the daily tobacco advents that we did twice.
Yeah.
Now we're into our 3rd tobacco advent.
Yeah. It started yesterday.
So hope you're watching.
I think that we have like 165-ish videos posted. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe more than that.
If we were at 100 episodes of Markwood's Men's Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
We've
Plus
got
50 tobacco advent.
Then we've got about 200. You said 100.
I said 160. I think last time I checked we're like 165.
All right, whatever it is.
You vamp. I'm going to check.
Whatever it is, it's a lot of videos, and we're honored that you guys waste some of your time with us.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. So we are going to smoke something special today. And boy,
these things don't make the sound. You have to make it for it.
Got to make it yourself. So we are smoking.
Ooh, the silver box.
I put some Lane 1Q in here. We're smoking Lane 1Q.
Cool.
I think it's the official tobacco of Markwood Men's Breakfast Club anniversaries.
Is that a thing now?
It is now.
Cool.
In fact, what am I smoking this out of? It's Lane 1Q. I'm not smoking out of a small pipe. What was I thinking? Also, we will dine on these.
I stand corrected. 190 videos.
Okay, it's a lot. The Otis Spunkmeyer chocolate chip muffins are the official chocolate chip muffin of Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Don't be getting...
Too late! That was awesome, wasn't it, Internet? You can tell me in the comments how awesome that was.
If you're okay with all that wax that's all over your microphone and your camera and my official Otis Spunkmeyer muffin...
Yeah, you were gonna eat the wax anyway. It's fine.
And a certain amount of spit, like most birthday cakes.
There wasn't spit. The spit doesn't come out of the thing because there's no end to the thing. See?
You think that's what those are for? That's how those got invented? This way, people can blow air at each other and not get spit.
I think it was specifically for people to blow out candles and not get spit on the cake. And you kind of look like a candle-blowing ninja.
Let's hope. It's also the very first time that we've lit our wood stove, which is behind me and warming my buttockle region pretty darn well. I told Boy I'm going to leave my jacket on just to stay cool.
Yeah, I didn't bother with my jacket.
It's 50 degrees in here. It's not terribly cold.
It feels nice. So, last week was Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And as most of you know, I won the turkey cook-off again this year because somebody didn't even submit an entry.
You won by default.
Mr. I love contests so much, didn't even enter. So I won. My turkey was awesome. Alton Brown, he's on to something.
Did you see his tweet?
No.
He humbly mentioned how grateful he is that there are so many people that trust his recipe on this important day. And I can only imagine what that's like, because it was at one time the most downloaded on the Food Network. Mm-hmm. We got stuff falling. It's okay. There's also a bird or something rummaging around in here. I heard it as I came in.
Really?
Didn't see it, but I heard it.
It was a parakeet. Yeah. You were not local for Thanksgiving.
No.
It's a good story.
Were you throwing it to me?
I was. I was local, and my turkey was better than yours.
Truth. We were in Ohio. We went up to Logan, Ohio, which is, I don't know, about 75 miles south of Columbus. Mm-hmm. It's in the Hocking Hills area. Uh-huh. There's a bunch of caves there. There's the Hocking River runs through, and there's a lot of stuff to do.
Was Hocking a person? Mr. Hocking?
I don't know. Why are you so far off the screen? I'm looking over here. I should stop looking at that.
Yeah. You probably should. You should probably straighten that up.
100 episodes, and I still can't stop looking at that screen over there.
Well, it's because you're enamored by handsome Hollywood Homer over in that screen.
Anyway, we came into town. We went to Ash Cave, which is a gorgeous cave. And it's not a cave in the sense that, it doesn't go in deep. It's a very wide cave. So it's like a big hollowed out area with an overhang that is, I don't know how high up it is, 100 feet maybe. And at the center of this spot, there's a waterfall that falls down, which is basically just a creek, very small flow of water. It was running so low this time that my grandson, BG, looked up and said to your mom, "It's leaking." Yeah, BG, it's leaking. But it's neat. It's gorgeous. And they call it the Ash Cave because when it was discovered, it had been inhabited. Mm-hmm. There you go, inhabited by people for centuries. People had moved in and stayed or camped or however they did it. And it was filled with debris and ash from fires. Maybe they were forest fires. Maybe they were campfires. I could imagine that river, when it's spring and the snow's melting, probably carried a lot of trees over. So it was probably a lot of great firewood.
Yeah.
And just a neat place to go. And so we went there, and we then went to the lodge at Hocking Hills State Park, and they had a buffet. So they had turkey, both roasted and smoked. They had brisket, they had ham, they had two different kinds of pork. So they had a pork roast that was roasted and one that was smoked.
Yeah.
And every side dish and dessert that you could want. And it was pretty good. So.
All right, I didn't have all of that.
Yeah, that was okay. And then we went up to COSI, which is the Center of Science and Industry. Ohio is not in there.
Center of Science and Industry?
Yeah. Center of Science and Industry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a kids museum, basically, and it's a place that we used to take these guys when they were young and took the grandkids.
Not to the location it is now.
Right.
It used to be downtown and in a 3-story building. And so a lot of the exhibits is really, really cool. But everything was built straight up. And some of the centerpieces there included a pendulum, one of those clocks that is gravity run, or flows off of the movement of the Earth. And they had that. You could view it from all 3 floors. And then I remember one of the things that was always a cool exhibit there that I know that they've gotten rid of is their Cracker Jack toy exhibit.
That's right. That wasn't there.
They had a huge room with just all sorts of Cracker Jack history, toys, memorabilia, all
toys
sorts
from
of
when Cracker Jack toys were worthwhile toys. You're
the
right.
kind of toys that you could choke on right, not just lick on tattoos.
Lead paint to chew off.
Yeah. That was always cool, but then they moved it to this new place. Now the new place has a one of the things that I remember was that you enter into this big open area. There's not much to do there. There's a gift shop, and it's kind of just an entry hall. But one of the neat things there is they've got a bicycle that's on a wire.
Unicycle.
Yeah. Is it? Mm-hmm. Unicycle on a wire that's suspended with a counterbalance. So kids can ride the unicycle out over the people coming in to the center, which is really cool.
Now, I hadn't been to the new location, and the last time I was at the old location, that was outside. Went along the road, and so that surprised me when we walked in that there it was. They also had that big lever that is this huge steel lever. It's a balancing beam, and on one end there's a car sitting on a platform. And then halfway out there's a rope, and then all the way out there's a rope, and kids can pull and lift it.
Yeah.
There was this girl out there, she was probably 8 years old, she'd pull the thing down on the far end, grab a hold of the rope, pull down again, and then she would hold on to it. And I think her brother or sister were pulling the center one, and then they would let go and she would fly up.
Yeah,
so she was having a great time.
That's so cool. It's a cool place if you're ever in the Columbus area.
Well, Indianapolis has a really cool one too. I mean, I'm sure there's lots of neat.
Never been
We've
there.
been to the one in. I think that you have. We went to the one in Denver. The one in Indianapolis is cool because it has a water clock. It's made of glass, and every minute the water moves and fills another little container, and then every hour is when things get really dramatic and the water's
all drops
flowing, and that's neat.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you didn't see yesterday's Tobacco Advent, you've missed the exciting reveal, and that is not only are the people that sent us tobacco receiving the traditional ornament, but they are also receiving the official Markwood Men's Breakfast Club sticker. So this is a sticker that I'm sure will become a collector's item.
Yeah, because we're not making any more of those puppies.
I'm thinking that's right.
Now, I would understand if a counterfeit market pops up.
Spring up overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours are not Malaysian, so if you see any that are shipping from China, or
need to have some sort of unique watermark on them, like the little spider in the corner of the dollar bill.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, something that no one would look for.
I'm wearing the same jacket.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm not wearing the same shirt, but I can do this with my fist. Close enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That picture was taken from the episode where we were talking about buying URLs. So if you want to see that moment, which was one of my wife's and my favorite moments, that's on one of our family calendars. Just search MMBClub URLs or buying URLs, and you will see one of the funniest moments in the history of Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. In my opinion.
Speaking of URLs, all of my websites have been hacked again.
I noticed that.
This time, big time. Including tobaccoadvent.com and markwoodmensbreakfastclub.com. I don't know how it's happened. I think Malaysian pirates have taken over, and actually when I went on there...
Are they selling stickers?
Well, not stickers, but they are selling all sorts of stuff. what they've done is, last time it was hacked by some Israeli hackers, which was kind of cool. But once it was cleaned up, it was easy cleanup. Well, I don't know if those same hackers have put a back door into the system or if it's just been hacked by some other group. But what's happened is they've started uploading web pages to my websites as hidden subdomains. And so you might be able to go to MarkwoodMen'sBreakfastClub.com/shoe sale, which is a page that didn't exist until they created it. And what it takes you to is a full-on storefront for like Zappos.com, but the Asian version. And you can buy stuff through it. But
do we get any money for that?
No, because they're using...
No affiliate deal?
No, so they're routing traffic that way. So they have a domain that when you go to AsianShoeStore.com, it forwards to my website.
Right.
It masks it so it looks like you're still on AsianShoeStore.com, and they're sucking up my bandwidth and my traffic. I went to clean it up. I had about 1,000 different subdomains that have been created. Different.
So your password is still working? You were able to get to that?
I'm able to log in through my web host. And so I can make edits and changes. And it appears as if, since I've logged in and made some of those changes, they've lost the access. So I don't know if they were accessing it through WordPress or if they were accessing it through my web host. But either way, it's frustrating. I am afraid that I have lost all of the content that I've created on my websites. And the one that's most upsetting to me is my personal blog, because I've got stuff going back for 6 or 7 years.
Go to the Wayback Machine. Maybe it's there.
Yeah. So that it's not as exciting this time as it was last time that I was hacked. But so watch out. Buy domains because they're cheap, but man, watch out because
I've never had that happen.
I don't know, and they got everything. They've gotten all of my different subdomains, so I'm guessing that they got into my main top level.
I would think so.
And hacked everything else.
You think the first thing they would do is change the password?
Right. Well, and my assumption is they can't. But my web host was kind enough the last time to let me know that apparently it's my fault that their security is hackable, and that if I ask them to fix it again, I'll be charged. So I wasn't super excited about that. And now that it's happened again, if I have to lose everything, I'll probably change web hosts.
Well,
so it was a big bummer.
All right, I'm switching from the pipe to the muffin. I'm still trying to get over this. Well, not get over, but get past this wisdom tooth extraction.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be an interesting week with the tobacco advent. You might see some very quick tasting on my part.
Look, I don't want to hear any excuses for just lighting and then holding anything with Latakia. Like, we all know what's going on. Oh, it's my tooth. I just can't take it. Oh, but it does smell delicious.
We've had some incredibly generous people sending us tobacco. And I mean, not just sending us multiple tobaccos, but even sending us large quantities of tobacco, like, beyond a sample.
Yeah.
Much of it is English. So I'm assuming that it's all tobacco that they hate. No, that's not true. There's notes about, this is my favorite and so on. But anyway, I'm going to push my way through it, and I'm going to do my best to enjoy it.
Yeah, all of the... I think Tobacco Advent's my favorite for that reason, because he has no choice. He has no choice, and I enjoy that tobacco usually, and he does not typically enjoy it. And there have been a few times that we've both been surprised. It doesn't taste quite like it smells.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Well, you know what? I learned an important lesson. I mean, we should wrap this up here. I've been making the mistake, I believe, of jumping to the short stop pipe, the small pipe, for smoking samples, especially ones I want to get over with quickly. Right. But most English blends are really best served by smoking in a large bowl. basically, letting them aerate a little bit. And so the next time that happens, which really I think that the Morgan nose warmer is a great compromise because it's not a crazy huge bowl, so you're not going to smoke a lot of tobacco.
Right.
But it's got a fairly decent wide mouth on it. So the chamber is roughly the same size as most of them. It's about 5/8 of an inch, maybe bordering on 3/4 of an inch opening. So that's not so bad.
No, and we've talked about that every year. We find it's a really good pipe for doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Doing samplings and a quick smoke, quick taste. It's one of my favorites. I've actually moved away from it a little bit, just as our videos are a little bit longer in length, and as I've learned to smoke a little bit differently than I did 2 years ago, 99 episodes ago.
You've moved away from what?
The nose warmer. I haven't smoked the nose warmer in a while. I've got it right here.
Why?
I don't know, because I've been enjoying.
Country Gentleman's good. Those are both Country Gentlemen's.
Country Gentleman. Switching things up. And I know for a long time this was primarily what I smoked. Also, I haven't touched it in the last few weeks because I know that I'm going to be smoking everything out of it over the next month. So
speaking of this month, and I want to wrap this up because we got a bunch of stuff we got to get done. Join us daily through Christmas for Tobacco Advent. We'll keep those as short as we can. Be sure to join us each week on Wednesday. We'll continue to do our Markwood Men's Breakfast.
So that means Wednesday there will be 2 videos posting at 7:30
each Wednesday, or
whenever we get around to it.
Right. Yes. It's exactly whenever we can get around to it. Also, we both will have Secret Santa packages to open and videos to shoot. I'll post mine on the Aristocob channel.
I see.
You'll probably post yours here.
I will.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And some other surprises as the month goes on. So be sure to join us. We look forward to seeing you, and leave comments. All right.
I know it's a little bit late too, but next week I want to give you a heads up. Next week I'm gonna be sharing some good gift ideas for Christmas. So
cool.
If you need something kind of last minute, Amazon has 2-day shipping, free for Prime members. So give you some good ideas.
Cool. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow morning, and maybe even right now if you haven't caught Tobacco Advent for today.
Bye, guys.